Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Jamie back for another Battlefield 3 multiplayer commentary. Today we have some conquest footage on two maps. The first half of this video will be on the map Sharkey Peninsula, and the other half will be on the map Wake Island from the Back to Karkan expansion pack. Really enjoying the expansion pack, and right now I'm really enjoying the Xbox. Starting to get a lot more comfortable with the Xbox controller, which was my biggest hurdle. I've actually remapped my button layout a little bit. I found that I was doing the dolphin dive quite a bit. I'm sure a lot of people know what that is. Where basically when you're in a gunfight and you end up going prone, and of course the animation when you go prone, you do not have the ability to fire your weapon, and I have been losing a lot of gunfights like that. So what I have done, I have moved my prone action to the right bumper and my melee or knife attack to the R3 button, and I find that's been helping me out a little bit. So you will see me trying to slap a couple people with my knife every now and again for no apparent reason, because especially when I get into a close quarter battle I tend to panic a little bit, and when I do that my hands tense up I think, and I kind of depress that button or press on the R3 button a little bit hard. So you'll see a couple examples through this video where I just haul out the knife for no apparent reason and make myself look like an idiot, but what do you do? I'm sure that will... It's a lot better, in my opinion, than going prone and losing the battle altogether. I mean, at least if the knife comes out, you do have some sort of a chance if the guy is next to you. You see me here trying to snipe out that guy in the hotel there. A lot of people like to get on top of these buildings and snipe, I tell you. It's amazing, actually. So that's been helping me out a little bit. And another thing I have done, I have ordered another controller online. I ordered a Razer Anza controller from their website. There are some mixed reviews on that controller that I found out after I had it ordered. They say they break relatively quick. I know I take really good care of all my gaming equipment, so I hope that's not the case, because it did cost me probably about 75 bucks Canadian by the time I got it. I ordered the tournament edition with the Battlefield 3 insignia on it, so I hope it's a good controller. There are some great reviews. I'm hoping to basically, with that controller, my main goal is to basically eliminate the R3 button on my thumb, so when I click that, there's no action that happens whatsoever, because that button is causing me quite a bit of grief, and it's both on the PlayStation controller and the Xbox. So I know it's not going to help me on my PlayStation gameplay, but I'm hoping it will help me on the Xbox. And from what I've been reading, you can certainly remap the buttons to the way you want them, so I'm looking forward to that. But I am getting a little bit more comfortable, as I mentioned, with the Xbox controller, so it'll be interesting to see how, you know, that affects my gameplay, and I will certainly do a video with the unboxing and do a review probably after about a month of playing with the controller to see how it's, whether or not it's a plus or a minus. So look forward to that in the next, hopefully I'll get that next week. Today is the 7th of January, so usually takes a couple of weeks from what they said on their site anyway before it arrives. So again, looking forward to that, and I'll certainly get some videos up of that for you guys to enjoy. So I'm starting again with the Xbox, starting to meet a couple people. I left a couple notes on my previous videos about I didn't know anybody on Xbox, and I've met quite a few people. Some people you gel with better than others, as you would expect. You know, you don't play well with all players that you meet, but I've been really enjoying playing with a bunch of different people from all over the place. Some of these guys you gel with relatively quickly, and a couple of them are in this match with me, and we've been playing quite well together. Still not dominating any games by any stretch, but we did have a couple good sessions last night that we played quite well, so that's good to see. Things are improving for me. Xbox Live is certainly great for chat. I will certainly give that to the Xbox over the PlayStation, because of course you have your Xbox Live party, and with that, you know, basically you can chat to anybody that's in your squad, whether, I think it's up to 8 people I believe you can have in your party, so I mean you can have quite a good squad put together, so that's a really good feature with the Xbox I like. The only feature I'm not 100% sold on with the Xbox Live party is that anybody who's on your friends list can join into your party. So I wish there was a way you can kind of control who can come in and out of your party, because I mean you don't know if there's somebody listening on your conversation or not. I've seen people come into the party and leave again. Not that I mind that as much, but I kind of like to know who I'm talking to. I don't know what your guys' take is on that, or if there is a way that you can kind of control you know, who comes in and out of your party kind of thing, because, you know, it's kind of nice to know. I know on the PlayStation, basically, you can only chat to your squad, but on the Xbox, you do have the advantage of being able to talk to your whole team or up to 8 players. So that's a good thing, but there is some disadvantages to that, like, say, not knowing who's there or who's listening or whatnot. I don't know if there's any fix to that, and I knifed this guy here. So, yeah, I kind of had to, okay, where's my button there for a second, but that will come, and like anything, it takes a bit of practice, especially when you reroute your buttons on your controller, so that will come with time. So I think this is the end of the Sharkey Peninsula gameplay. We did lose this particular match, and again, when you're playing with some new people, trying to get accustomed to where they're going, where you're going, we did have a great chat and stuff about what was happening, but again, it will take some time to get used to, you know, people's tendencies and things like that. I know with the buddies I play with on PS3, that's not really an issue. We kind of know what each other's role is, and we tend to play really well together. And I haven't played with those guys since I got the Xbox, so I'm thinking about jumping back on there a little bit later on this evening, and that should be a little bit of an interesting adjustment for me, because again, it's been a couple of weeks with the Xbox controller, so now I'm going to kind of see how difficult or how easy it is to go back to the PlayStation, because again, you know, you're switching back and forth from controllers. First thing I got to do when I jump on there is to switch the button layout, because I know the button layout is default on my PlayStation controller. So you can see here, we're over on Wake Island now. This had to be my favorite map in Battlefield, I think. Really like this map. It's kind of got a U kind of layout to it, and really enjoy this map. There's a lot of vehicles and things on here. As you guys quite know, I don't do a lot with aircraft. There's a lot of tanks. Of course, there's the Bobcat. There's a lot of fun. If you can get the chance to get aboard that, you can get a trophy, I believe, if you actually run somebody over with it. So I've been trying to do that. No success as of yet, but I'm sure that will come. And there's one other point I wanted to make about playing Conquest especially. There's quite a lot of points up for grabs when you play Conquest, and it's all about PTFO, of course. As you'll see here, I'll start to repair this tank, and, you know, I'm talking to my squad mate who's actually driving this tank, and I know he's getting hit by an enemy vehicle, and he's not having any luck trying to take him out. But as you can see here, I rack up quite a few points. I believe I end up with around 400 or 420 points just by repairing this tank. So, you know your role on the battlefield is very important. Do what you had to do for your team to win, because that's what it's all about. And the more you do to help your team win, guess what? The more points you'll end up with. I mean, 420 points is the same as killing 4 people, because, of course, you get 100 points per kill that you get. So that's pretty important. And, you know, capturing the flags and these types of things is where you'll get the most points, especially in Conquest. I mean, it's a 450 point gain for every flag you neutralize and capture. As you can see here, we're trying to control this B flag, which is, of course, on Wake Island the most important flag, especially on console where there's only 3 flags on the map. B flag is always the center of attention, it seems like. So I'm the only one that's currently right here, and I know my job is to stay alive till my squad mate spawns in, and so we can get this flag. And I almost got taken out from the air here. I got a little bit nervous. So I'm just going to hide out here till he spawns in, and we get this flag point and move on. So that's another point I wanted to make, like, you know, especially with Conquest and Rush, I mean, you have to play the objective in this game. You see me whipping out my knife there every now and again, but I told you I was going to do that from time to time, and you'll see me getting a little bit more of a panic mode with that here shortly. And I get this guy just simply by luck. I bet you he was saying it after I killed him, but anyway. So as I mentioned, guys, it's been a while since I talked to you. Just wanted to do a quick video update on how things were going with the Xbox. I will say I'm really enjoying the Xbox so far. Haven't forgot about my PS3, of course, so I'm going to try to get back on there later on this evening, as I mentioned. And I would like, if you could, guys, if you want to squad up and those sorts of things, still, of course, doing that with players on both the Xbox and the PS3. If you want to get together for a match, send me a message. I'll tell you a great thing to do, as I mentioned before, is to follow me on Twitter, and I'll put the link in the description. Love playing with subscribers. Find you guys are really great at what you do, and you help me get better. So that's what it's all about. And this is what I was talking about here, about where I really, when I get, as you can see here, I'm just steady hitting the knife button, which is the R3, because when I get into a panic mode, for some reason I press my hands seem like they tense up, and this guy does get the better of me, of course. my hands seem to tense up, and I'm just hitting that R3 button consistently, so I really got to try to fix that. We did lose these couple matches. It's not, that is not the reason I put them up. I put them up to show that, starting to play with a couple players, and we're starting to get better at what we do. As the night went on, we did win a couple, so we're starting to get a little bit better with the few people I have met. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment on anything you'd like to see or see me do on the PS3 or the Xbox. And as always, guys, please remember, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, to do so. Helps my channel grow and makes me happy. But for now, guys, hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk real soon.